Good morning, my dear students. Today we will study about the overtaking side distance. In our previous video lecture, we have studied about the stopping side distance, isn't it? So we will continue with the overtaking side distance. The overtaking side distance means it is the distance required for the vehicle to take the or to overtake the vehicle without collision or without safely against the traffic in the opposite direction. Okay, this is called as overtaking side distance. In general, the distance required to overtake the vehicle without collision with the vehicle coming on the opposite side. This distance is called as overtaking side distance. This overtaking side distance has been studied with respect to the height of the eye. Height of the driver's eye is 1.2 meter above the ground level. Means it is the visible. It is the distance visible to the driver. How much distance it is visible to the driver, that is based on height of the eye, isn't it? It is minimum we will considering as 1.2 meter above the ground level. So there are various factors which are going to affect this overtaking side distance. So one is the speed of the overtaking vehicle. What it is the speed of the overtaking vehicle. And also speed of the overtaken vehicle and the vehicle coming on the opposite side. So these three speeds are the important factors on the overtaking side distance. And the spacing between the vehicles, which in turn again depends upon the speed. Spacing between the vehicles A, B, C. If you consider A, B, C vehicle, the spacing between these vehicles is also an important one. So that again in turn depends upon the the speed of the vehicle. Then the rate of acceleration of the driver, skill of the driver, and the gradient of the road. Skill of the driver and the gradient of the road. How the gradient it is. So based on this, the overtaking side distance depends. So here we'll analyze the overtaking side distance with the graph here. Okay, A and B and C are the three vehicles. A, B and C are the three vehicles. Okay, so see the figure here. What A, B and C are the three vehicles. A and B are moving in one direction. C is moving in the opposite direction. Correct? A and B is moving in one direction. C is moving in the opposite direction. Okay. Now the vehicle A is traveling at a design speed of V meter per second. Vehicle A is moving with design speed of V meter per second or V kilometer per hour. It desires to overtake another slow moving vehicle B. It desires to overtake another slow moving vehicle B at a speed VB meter per second or VB kmph. Now V and VB, here V is higher than the VB because VB is the slowly moving vehicle. It is the velocity of slowly moving vehicle VB. V is the vehicle which is running speeder than the vehicle which is moving. Okay, B. Okay, the vehicle A has to accelerate, shift to the so to overtake, what happens is the vehicle A has to increase its speed. Okay, accelerate its speed and shift to the adjacent lane and complete the overtaking maneuver and return to its left lane, isn't it? Before oncoming vehicle C approaches the overtaking stage. Okay, this is called as the process. This is what process. What happens? The A and B vehicles are moving. A is moving with a speed of V kilometer per hour or V meter per second. Vehicle B is moving with a little less speed, that is VB kilometer per hour or meter per second. Now to vehicle to overtake, the vehicle A has to the vehicle A has to overtake the vehicle B, isn't it? The vehicle A has to now to accelerate its speed or velocity, so that it has to shift to the adjacent right side of the right side line. Then it has to complete its overtaking distance overtaken. Then without without it should be well within, then it has to shift to the left of the road, so that the vehicle coming on the opposite side should not be get collision with the this vehicle, or should not approach this that point. Okay. Now this process will explain briefly here. The overtaking maneuver may be split up into three operations, thus dividing overtaking side distance into three parts: d1, d2, and d3. So d1 is the distance traveled by a vehicle overtaking vehicle A during the reaction time t. Okay, d1 is the distance traveled by the overtaking vehicle A during the reaction time t. In terms of seconds of the driver from the position A1 to A2. Before starting to overtake the slow vehicle B, it is before overtaking start to overtake the vehicle B. Okay. Now D2 is the distance traveled by the vehicle A during the actual overtaking operation, that is in t seconds from position A2 to A3. D2 is the distance traveled by the vehicle A from position A2 to A3 in a time period or in a time period of t seconds. Okay. So once again I will explain. The overtaking maneuver we are going to split into three. Okay, that d1 plus d2 plus d3. d1, d2, d3. Okay. d1 is the distance traveled by the vehicle which A, that is overtaking vehicle A, in time t seconds. Okay, that is from A1 to A2 before start overtaking. D2 is the distance traveled by the overtaking vehicle A during the actual overtaking operation T, capital T seconds from position to A2 to A3. At the same time, D3 is the distance traveled by the opposite or oncoming vehicle C during the actual overtaking operation of A in time period t seconds. Means whatever the time the vehicle which is going to take from A2 to A3, at the same time the vehicle C, how much distance it is going to be reached in capital T seconds. Getting clear? From C1 to the C2 position. Okay. Thus on two-lane road with a two-way traffic, the overtaking side distance is equal to d1 plus d2 plus d3. Okay. In general, I will tell you, whenever the vehicle is to overtake, he is checking whether the opposite any vehicle is coming or not. Okay, he is going to check whether the opposite side whether the vehicle is coming or not. Okay, if it is vehicle is coming, if there is no vehicle, he can accelerate his speed and he can take the overtake. But the overtaking side distance is we need to design the road in such a way that it should safely to overtake the another vehicle, one to another vehicle. It has to be safely overtaking is possible. Such things we need to design in this subject. Okay, why we are studying this is, okay, so vehicles which are moving, if they want to take the overtake, then they can safely take the overtake without any collisions or without any accidents or those things. Safely they will have to take the overtake. For that, there is a width of the stretch, a length of the stretch is required for overtaking. Okay, so this concept we are studying here. This is one critical condition that may happen. Okay, whatever this condition is, what the critical condition that may happen in a overtaking operation. Okay, now to study this we will have some assumptions here. One is, in overtaking vehicle A is forced to reduce its speed from design speed v meter per second to vb meter per second of the slow vehicle B and move behind it. See, as usual, you can see the before overtaking, what happens in a highways means, if your vehicle is running with a speed of 140, okay, let us assume it, if your vehicle is moving with a speed of 140, you want to overtake the vehicle, what you are going to do is, initially you will have to check whether the distance available is or not. So that what happens, you initial beginning your vehicle speed has to be reduced or it has to be matched with the vehicle moving or vehicle in which you are going to take the overtake. Now let us assume that your vehicle is A and vehicle B is moving with his velocity V. Initially you will have to take your vehicle speed with the VB or whatever the front, whichever it is moving. For that speed you will have to slow down your vehicle. Then you will have to check whether the space is available or not. Then thereafter you can accelerate your vehicle to take the overtake. This is as usual procedure what we are following generally, isn't it? So whenever you are driving the vehicle, this rules you are going to follow, isn't it? That assumptions we are doing is, the overtaking vehicle A is forced to reduce its speed from the design speed V to VB of the slow moving vehicle, it allowing a space S till there is a opportunity for safe operations. So how much distance it will take? It will move with some distance S, allowing space S, still that the overtaking operation is opportunity to take the overtaking operation, means the in driver's mind he will think that whether up to he will move with some distance S and he will think that whether the space is available to overtake or not. Till that he will move with the speed of the with the velocity of speed VB kilometer per second. When the driver of the vehicle A finds sufficient clear gap ahead, decides within the reaction time T to accelerate and overtake the vehicle B, during which the vehicle A moves at speed VB through a distance D1 from position A1 to A2. Then the vehicle A accelerates and overtakes the slow moving vehicle B within a distance D2 during the overtaking time capital T between the positions A2 to A3. Now the distance D2 is split up into three parts. One is spacing between A2 and B, and the distance B traveled by the slow moving vehicle between B1 to B2 during the overtaking operation or overtaking maneuver of A. Okay. Then the spacing between B2 and A3. Okay, whatever the D2 what we are calculating, it is overtaking distance, that again split into S plus B plus S. S is what the spacing between the vehicle A and vehicle B. Okay, and B is the movement of the vehicle B with the velocity of VB in a overtaking till the overtaking operation, that is up to the capital T. vehicle A2 is moving with velocity, vehicle A is moving with velocity v from position A2 to A3, that is capital small v into capital T. Capital T is the time taken or time duration required to move from A2 to A3. Clear? Now during overtaking time T, vehicle C coming from opposite direction travels through a distance d3 from position C1 to C2. Another vehicle C, it is having its own speed, velocity that we consider v, that has to be moved from C1 to C2 during this overtaking operation capital T. These are the assumption of. Okay, now we'll determine how what is d1, what is d2 and what is d3, how to calculate d1, d2 and d3. From the position a1 to a2, the distance d1 traveled by overtaking vehicle A at reduced speed vb meter per second, means up to that distance the vehicle will have to move with the speed of vb, means it has to match with the speed of the vehicle, slow moving vehicle. That distance d1 is equal to vb into t, but IRC suggests that the reaction time y of the driver may be taken as 2 seconds, means he needs 2 seconds, minimum 2 seconds to overtake. That much they are going to suggest us, IRC. As the aim of the driver is only to find the opportunity to overtake, so therefore the d1 is equal to vp into t. So here t we are considering as 2 seconds, so it is 2 into vb, that is equal to d1. Okay, from position a2 the vehicle A starts accelerating, shift to the adjacent lane, overtakes the vehicle B and shifts back to the original lane ahead of B in position A3. Okay, during the overtaking time capital T, from moving from A2 to A3, it takes capital time, overtaking time T. Okay, capital T. Now the distance d2 is equal to v into capital T. Okay, what it is, v into capital T, but we don't know what will be the v, how much we has to maintain so that he can reach the distance d2. Okay, but we can measure the timing, that is t, from a2 to a3, but we can't measure the speed. Okay, for that what they have did is, again this d2 has been split into s and b and plus s plus b plus s. S is the minimum clearance has been kept between a2 and b1 and b2 and a3, so that s is equal to 0.7 times the vb plus 6. So this is from the analytical formula, s spacing s is equal to 0.7 times the vb plus 6. Now the time t depends upon the speed of overtaken vehicle B and the average acceleration of the overtaking vehicle A. The overtaking time t may be calculated by equating vb capital T plus half at square. So your vb d2 is equal to what? vb is what? It is the velocity of speed of the slow moving vehicle vb into capital T. Capital T is the overtaking operation, during whatever the overtaking operation is there, that from that time period the vehicle B1 has to move from B1 to B2, that is what your B, and was S is given, that is 0.7 times the VB plus 6. Okay, so your D2 is equal to small vb into t plus 2 times the s. Now at the same time the vehicle coming from the opposite side has to move with the velocity v. We don't know what is the velocity the vehicle, upcoming vehicle is moving. So that is V, and that has to be traveled with the capital T duration, means during the overtaking operation capital T. So your D3 is equal to small v into capital T. So your overtaking side distance equal to D1 plus D2 plus D3. So that is equal to D1 is small vb into T plus D2 is small vb into capital T plus 2s plus small v into capital T. Here in your problem, they may mention a design speed of the vehicle, or they can give the speed of the slow moving vehicle VB and the vehicle which is coming on the opposite side. So if they are going to give that one, you can easily determine the other things. So if you got VB, you can determine S as well as uh, capital T. They will provide the capital T also. Okay, so that you can find out the overtaking side distance. This is in terms of meter per second, but if you want in terms of kilometer per second, so OS is equal to 0.28 VB into small t plus 0.28 VB into capital T plus 2s plus 0.28 into V into capital T. How you have got? The velocity is now in terms of kilometer per hour. Okay, multiply with 1000 divided by 3600, that is 60 into 60. Okay, you will get it. This is about the overtaking side distance. In case the speed of the overtaken vehicle VB is not given, in one of the cases, they will mention the design speed of the road. So for that road, they will mention the design speed of the road. From that, you can calculate the VB, that is VB equal to V minus 4.5, or in terms of kmph, it is V minus 16 kmph. These are the different speeds, and in terms of kilometer per hour, in terms of meter, in terms of maximum acceleration, they have given here table. Go through this table. From this, what you are going to study is, they may ask the overtaking operations, whatever determination components of OST, what they have explained this point A to E, they may ask about this. You can explain this one with this graph, plot this graph and explain this thing, and from these formulas we are going to have the problems. Next, criteria for side distance requirement. Side distance SSD for design speed is absolute minimum side distance, and this should be available all along the road stretch irrespective of the category of the road. If on any road stretch SSD is not available due to reason such obstruction to vision, immediate steps should be taken to either remove the obstruction to the sight line or install suitable regulatory signs to specify the speed limit along the appropriate warnings. This overtaking we'll study in the next class.